Wednesday was a very hot and humid day, and hotter and more humid conditions are in the forecast over the next several days. And for some of us, we even have the potential for a few showers and storms. Here's a view from our Savannah camera overlooking downtown to some fair weather clouds in this vantage point. Plenty of sunshine in that view to really help us to heat up, but it's in the southern part of the area where we have been experiencing some heavy rain on and off throughout the late afternoon and now into the early evening hours. Bacon County, right near Alma, we do have a heavier batch of rain setting up in a pretty decent cell down to the south toward Blackshear. That storm likely producing some strong wind gusts. Not severe. Main concern would be some heavy rain on the roadways, and where the rain does up over the next few days, that will be the issue. Now, as far as the feels like temperatures, that's going to be the main part of the weather story over the next few days that we need to be really worried about. Still feeling like it is over 100 degrees for several of our inland communities, but as we look ahead to tomorrow, it's going to be feeling even hotter, especially along the coast where we do have an extreme heat warning in place. That's where we do have the best chance of having heat index values 110 to 115. So those are the counties highlighted in purple. Further inland, we have a heat advisory in place. Heat index values 105 to 110 possible. Our Vipercast models projecting we could see peak heat index values around 116 out in Beaufort. So definitely stay cool and hydrated, take plenty of breaks, and limit your outdoor activities during those peak heating hours so you will be safe. Maybe get things done earlier in the day and then maybe wait until the evening hours when things start to cool off. And because of high pressure down to the south staying in place, this heat dome is going to be building in over the next several days. So very hot and humid afternoons with a few isolated storms possible. And with all that heat, with the storm chances, we do have that potential for a few to become strong to severe. So definitely be aware of that. Keep an eye to the sky if you will be doing anything outdoors. And our air mass tracker shows that pretty well with this high pressure staying in place. Very hot conditions settling in for the eastern half of the U.S. with well above normal temperatures expected for the next several days. We will be likely breaking records for tomorrow here in the Coastal Empire Low Country. Forecast high of 99, the current record 98, last set back in 2010. We're also forecasting 99 and upper 90s for Saturday and Sunday, but it looks like the records for Friday and into the weekend at this point are safe. Now in the tropics, we're watching a few systems, one of them becoming Tropical Storm Cristobal earlier today, 45-mile-per-hour sustained winds. This is moving toward the Azores in the North Atlantic and will likely dissipate over the next 24 hours or so. But the next couple of systems that we are watching that we need to pay attention to are in the main development region of the Atlantic off of the coast of Africa. This one further to the west is becoming a little bit better organized than the one more toward the east, south of the Cape Verde Islands. So the one a little bit closer to the Caribbean islands in the central Atlantic has an 80% chance of developing to either a tropical depression or storm over the next 5 days or so. It looks like the computer model plots have a pretty general good consensus that it will stay fairly weak and move almost due west toward the Caribbean Sea. So long range forecast, we will have to pay attention to it. However, no imminent threat to the U.S. at this point. So good news so far out of the tropics. For tonight, 76 for the low temperature. Few passing showers not out of the question, staying very warm. And then for tomorrow, dangerously hot conditions will be setting up highs in the mid to upper 90s with heat index values approaching 110 degrees or more for many of us. So definitely stay cool and hydrated. And for that reason, it will be a weather aware day. More heat like that is in the forecast for Friday and into the weekend. A few thunderstorms possible each and every day. A little drier maybe for next Monday and Tuesday, and then cooling off by maybe a few degrees for next Wednesday, but there's a good chance that some of us on Tuesday make it to 100 degrees for the high temperature.
That's a brutal week.
It is.
My goodness, thank you so much. Coming up in sports.